Okay. So if you don't want to reveal your identity or if you feel scared about it, so you can keep your video off. And what is recorded is only my video will be recorded. Even if you open your mic and open your videos will not be recorded.
Okay.
I will be recorded, inshallah, because I'll be putting it as a setting. So only I'll be recorded and nobody else will be recorded other than me. Yep. So even before putting it on, in any group, I'll be checking it again if anybody of you is seen, and you can check on my previous videos, inshallah. So when I do it, so when I'm recording, it's only me who is in the recording and nobody else other than me. Okay. So
Okay.
see, inshallah. Okay. So today we'll begin with the chapter of self-care. So what is self-care according to you? If anyone of you want to answer.
Can you
Can
repeat
you
the
repeat that?
What is self-care? In
What
our
is that?
last session, we had done self-love. Now we are talking about self-care. So
When you put your first
yes, yes.
in every matters, that is called self-care. Like you do the things you want to do and you can say no when you don't want to do anything. And you can put boundaries for yourself. You can look after yourself when you're feeling down. Like you can stop talking to people and just like be alone and do the stuff you want to do. That's it. for me.
That's right. It comes under self-care.
Yes.
Any other sister wants to say something? Okay. So I'll start with my presentation, inshallah.
ऐसा होंगे ना इधर ओके जल्दी का मीटिंग चला
नहीं, वो जमीना मैंने मेरे को भेजा है ना मीटिंग ज्वाइन करने के लिए। अपना ध्यान कैसे रखने के लिए इस्लामिक वे में जूम मीटिंग
Sisters, please mute yourself. So practicing self-care. So many of you must be students or teacher as well. Or self-care is for everybody. Okay? Self-care is for anybody and everybody. So if you are struggling with self-care or you don't have clear concepts about self-care, so today we'll be sharing it. So how do we practice self-care? Okay, so we have learned so many things about self-care. Self-care is this, self-care is that. But how do we practice it? And how do we keep it as everyday thing? Yeah, I forgot to announce in the group that I won't be doing Facebook Live today. So give me a minute, I'll just do it. So we'll continue. So how do we practice self-care? How to take care of ourselves and navigate ourselves into learning self-care. Okay. So staying healthy in mind and body is essential, especially in this current state of the world. Like in the world today, we are sitting in where we are in this kind of half lockdown where we don't have much to go out. We cannot go out as we used to go out, and we used to explore world and we used to meet our friends. So in today's time, it is not that easy to go out and meet our friends and mingle among people. So all of us are kind of locked in our rooms, kind of locked with our families, and we have little to no understanding, and we are not able to take care of ourselves. So taking good care of ourselves is not about only body. Okay, so when we talk about self-care, we are reminded with thoughts about going to beauty parlor. So when we talk about self-care, we think it is give me a minute. जाओ बाहर जाओ जोहान. So when we talk about self-care, we think it is going to an expensive parlor or going to a spa or an expensive holiday. And we have so many myths around it by self-care. But what actually is self-care? Is it only body thing that we need to take care of our bodies? We need to eat healthy. We need to be in good shape. Is it that? Or does it has a deeper meaning into it? So self-care is not actually about only body. Okay, so we must take care of our bodies, but it is more than only taking care of the body. It is also taking care of our mind and also taking care of our heart. Okay, so how do we take care of our mind and how do we take care of our heart is the question arises. Okay, so what is self-care? Self-care is any activity we actively choose to do to take care of our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Okay, so we have to take care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. Okay, so three things we have to take care about our body, about our mind, and our heart. Okay, emotions are connected to our heart. I don't know, it's very strange, but emotions are connected to our heart. So why do we need to take care of ourselves, or why do we need to practice self-care? So if we are not taking care of ourselves, what will happen if we are not taking care of ourselves? Okay, if forget if like only if we are taking care of our body and we are not taking care of our mind, what will happen? Any one of you want to speak up? Yes.
नहीं आप ही बताएं.
Okay. So let's say if you are not taking care of your mind and you are only taking care of your body, so there are going to be emotional challenges. Okay, so you will panic on small situations, you will have emotional breakdowns, and you know, these three things, they are like a chair. Have you ever seen a three leg chair, okay, or a three leg a stool? So if any one of them is missing, so what will happen to that stool?
It will break.
Will fall, right? You won't be able to sit on it, you will fall. Either ways, you remove any one of that leg, you will fall, right? So it is like that. If you are practicing self-care, you need to take care of all of them, okay? You need to take care of your body, you need to take care of your mind, you need to take care of your heart. Okay, what will happen if you only take care of your mind and if you don't take care of your body?
Different health issues will face different health issues.
Right. And what will happen eventually? Eventually you will start having emotional issues as well, right? Because our emotional well-being is also connected to our body, right? If we are healthy, we feel emotionally good, right? And if we are not healthy and we are having, you know, sickness and such kind of, you know, issues, diseases and all, then we don't feel very good. We start breaking emotionally, and we start feeling that, oh, why it's happening to me and all this kind of thing. But if we are taking care of ourselves, if we are taking care of all these three stools, all these three legs of our stool, your body, your mind and your heart, and even if any one of them break, but you know, you were taking care of it, right? Right. And as you are practicing self-care, you are strong, okay? You become strong. Even if you fall sick, you are strong. Two areas of yours are strong. You are emotionally healthy, you are mentally healthy, right? You know, whatever the circumstances have come, it will come and they'll go. And you don't fall into victim mentality, right? If something happens to you mentally, then you know that whatever these challenges are here, it will come and it will go. And if you break emotionally, your body is healthy, your mind is healthy, it will help you, right? So these are three friends, okay? So all these, you know, body, mind and heart, all three, these are friends. And you know, if you keep their friendship, their friendship bond together, they'll help one another, right? It will help one another. If you know, if mind is not feeling very well, then body and heart will strengthen it. And if your body is not feeling well, your mind and heart will strengthen it. So it's vice versa. So now you get it, why you need to take care of all three of them.
Yes.
Okay, so our well-being is important no matter the circumstances or the state of the world. Like whatever thing is happening in the world, okay, whatever is happening, you need to take care of yourself. You need to understand that, you know, my self-care has to be, you know, on my priority list. Self-care help us manage stress better and allow us to be more productive. Taking care of ourselves help us keep a good work-life balance. Okay. So when we are taking care of ourselves, then we feel healthy. Okay. Even if we are not healthy, we have some certain diseases, but we feel better. Okay. And feeling better is more important, right? And being important, being better is also important. So when we are into our better mindset, better body and better heart, then our stress level drops and we feel much more good in ourselves than we would feel otherwise. Okay. So this is the importance of self-care. So what are the areas of self-care? Okay. So mental, emotional, physical. These three we have discussed, right? And the other one, the fourth leg of the stool is social. Okay, social. Why do you think the social one is important?
I'm sorry, repeat your question.
Why do you think the social care is important? Why do we need to care about our social well-being?
Because we should be able to like interact with people, and it helps us to, you know, get out of our like lonely zone, maybe, like.
Yes, that is true. Okay. So we are humans, right? Even if we are introverts and we don't like talking to people, but still we need some kind of connection. We need some people who will be around when we are low or when we are not in our good times. We need people, okay, for even for some time. So staying connected with people and having friends and family around is always something that is better to have in in times of need. So areas of self-care are mental, emotional, physical, and social. Okay. So we need to also take care of our well-being in our social surrounding. We need to be social, to some extent. If we are some kind of people like who don't like to go out or who don't like to meet many people, who don't like to open up to people, but still we need to have few people, whom you can count on your fingers, whom you can go when you need them, and they'll be there for you when you will be in times of need. Okay, these people will be very close to you. They'll be trustworthy, and you will definitely feel okay to go to them. So you need to build certain connection, and it will take time. It takes time. It does not happen in a day. It is like an everyday thing, like you brush every day, right? You need to brush your teeth every day. So in the same sense, you need to go out and meet people every day, and this builds trust slowly, slowly, slowly. It is not one day thing. Nobody is going to trust you in a day, and you will go out and you will feel like, I'll go out and I'll ask for help whenever I need it. But there are people who help, but we human, we function in some some different way. We are not machine. We cannot just go out and switch on, and we just don't start reacting and acting. So we need connections, and we need love, and we need trust, and we need bonding. So it takes time. It takes time. And even if you have been betrayed in the past, it you doesn't need to be to last the way that is. People change. Okay, people always change, but you need to change as well. You need to understand how you will be going through your difficult situation, and how you'll be going out and connecting with people. So how do we take care of our mental self-care? Taking care of your mind. Okay. So first of all, you must be listening to some motivational speakers, and if any one of them you listen to, one thing they talk about is a routine. You need to have a routine. If you cannot have a routine, then your life will be under stress. Okay, you'll be feeling stress all the time, and then stress decreases your functionality. You won't be able to function as you should. So you need to be out of stress. You need to for being out of stress, you need to set routine, and then you need to go accordingly. For some people, setting routine and working on routine is way more difficult than any other person. For some people it is very easy, to set routine, to wake up on time, to do their things on time. But for some people it is the opposite. They cannot set routine, and even if they set routine, they won't be able to do those things on same time, same exact time. Okay, so maybe they have planned to do breakfast in the morning, but it will take them lunchtime to do breakfast. So it's okay. You need to be sometimes easy on yourself. Give yourself some time. If you have been taking your breakfast at 12 or at 1, try taking it 1 hour, 1 hour early. So it's a slow change. Change is always slow. Okay, change is not very fast. You need to understand this. The nature of change is that it is slow, and when you are trying to bring about a change in yourself, it is slow. It is really very slow. So you need to understand this, and you need to plan your routines accordingly. You cannot presume yourself to do the things, right away. You cannot think that, okay, I'll start today, I'm making my routine and I need to be like a robot, and now I'm putting my programming and I'll be start functioning from tomorrow. It is not going to happen. You need to take some time. Your routine will take time to set. So taking break during day, okay, you need to take breaks during your day. And when you are setting your routine, don't try to set a lot of things in your list, or keep few things. Those are very important. Don't try to you know it shouldn't look like there are so many things on the list to do. There should be only few things, few things which you will have to do, and if you'll be able to accomplish that, then you can fit other things into it. But you should keep it like as small as possible, as small as 5 or maximum 10. Don't increase it than that. Then take breaks during the day. Whatever your routine you have set, whatever timetable you have set, take breaks between them. Don't just keep on doing things like a zombie. Then it will put you into stress, and then it will put you into some other mental conditions. So take breaks, give yourself some time to relax, some time to think upon it, what you have done, what you have achieved. Take credit for it, that you have done so much of thing. Practice gratitude that you were able to accomplish this thing, or you were near to accomplishing this thing. Okay, so, and the last thing is practicing mindfulness. Okay, why practicing mindfulness is important? You need to acknowledge what you are doing. You need to be in the present. Okay, what happens, like you have set a routine and you have decided that this thing I'll be doing, and you are not able to do it, and then you start beating up yourself that I had set such small list, but I was not able to complete it, and then you are low, and then you are just being sad on that thing. Then for this reason, mindfulness is important. That whatever is missed. Now you need to understand that you will have to achieve the other half. Okay, so if you have lost half the battle, then that's okay. That was half day. You can always conquer the other half. You need to have this mindset, and even if you lose that day, that's okay. There will be another day in your life. Okay, inshallah. So you need to understand that you need to let it go. You need to forgive yourself for if for whatever's happened, or for not fulfilling your task or anything. It's okay. You are just a human, and we all are human, and we all go through this changes, or this task, or this sort of conditions. You are not alone. Even I go through such conditions. On there are days when I am not able to function myself, but that's okay. We are only human, and we will be able to change ourselves. We'll be able to take care of ourselves, and we'll be able to practice mindfulness and set routines and accomplish our routines, inshallah. So we need to make dua for each and everyone in this group, and in this workshop where we are meeting and we are discussing all these things. And making dua is one of the greatest weapon of a Muslim. So if you are making dua for somebody else, that, oh Allah, make her better, help her get better, oh Allah, help her be more grateful, help her be more mindful, then angels will be making the same dua for you as well. And inshallah, it will happen, inshallah. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so we have discussed till now 3 things: set routine, take breaks, and practice mindfulness. Okay, so what is self-care? Self-care is also being patient and kind to yourself. Okay, just as I said, that if you know, if you lose some time, or if you lose anything, then don't beat up yourself. Be patient with yourself. You know, it's very important that you are being patient with yourself, and you are you are being kind with yourself. It is really very important, because when you are beating up yourself and you are not being empathetic with yourself, you are not letting yourself, you know, some space, then that time is lost, you know. And shaitan wants you to do this, you know. Shaitan wants you to keep crying on things you have lost. So if you practice mindfulness, and if you let this thing go, you know, like if half of the day is lost, then you need to look for the other half, you know. So be an opportunist. So be an opportunist, you know. So I'm not talking about being very optimistic. Yes, you need to be very optimistic, but be an opportunist. So if the you know, if the first half is lost, be an opportunist and grab the other half. You know, don't let the other half go in crying and sobbing and, you know, being sad over it. Just, you know, take some time, take some rest, like half an hour, 1 hour, you know, just bring your mind out of it. You know, you need to understand that where are you right now, you are in which condition right now, and, you know, and set yourself again, you know. It's okay if you have lost the half day, you can achieve the other half. And, you know, if the whole day is lost, then don't you know, lose the night crying. There is another morning, inshallah. You know, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, let me accomplish my morning, you know. And inshallah your dua will be answered. Inshallah you need to make dua for your peers as well, you know, your group members as well, your workshop members as well, and inshallah your dua will be answered, and your dua will be answered for you as well and for your peers as well, inshallah. Okay. So self-care is something we enjoy doing and not something we feel forced to do. Okay. So if we feel something like, you know, and there are different people, and they like different things. Okay. So my self-care would be, I need to go somewhere alone, and, you know, I just need to sit and I just need to think, and I need to just keep on overthinking. I like overthinking sometimes. So I need to just go somewhere, and, you know, I need to just sit and, you know, and just think and think and think, and the whole day is passed, and, you know, my lunch is you know, served to me, and I don't need to prepare it, and the whole day is just gone by. So this is my self-care, okay, according to me. And you know, and somebody, if I take, you know, my sister along with me and she has to do it, then she'll feel it forced. You know why? Because she doesn't like doing it. She needs to be around people, she needs to talk to people, she needs to, you know, hear people, and this is her self-care, you know. So if I'll have to go do the same thing, you know, go for you know, a self-care day is planned, and, you know, everybody goes on picnic and so everybody is enjoying, so I'll feel forced into it. I won't like it. So this is not the kind of a day I would like as a self-care day. So, you know, so if you are doing anything, you know, anything, if somebody tells you to exercise and you don't feel like doing that kind of exercise, you know, some people like Zumba, some people like yoga, and you know, some people just like dancing, and some people just like jumping, some people just like walking. So different people, different choices, and you cannot force your choice on somebody, and don't let anybody force their choice on you as well. So if you know, if you want to, you know, spend some time with yourself or with somebody else, and you need to okay, we'll take break for azan.